Welcome back to City Skylines in the city of Damascus. Today we are looking at integrating our industry, so the industrial park that we have very close to our downtown area, with everything else. As you can see, this is a very isolated area for the moment, and that is basically two ways of getting in and out of here. One over this roundabout, another one over that other roundabout. This one will get you into the highway. So if we look at the underground, you'll see that this has a connection to the highway system. And the other one is basically connecting to this highway that goes on this side and connecting to downtown, and also has like a bit of access to the highway as well over here. Now, this has been an area that is causing traffic is flowing. As you can see, there are no issues, but we can make it better. That's where I'm getting at. So if we look at the traffic route and we look at, for example, traffic getting out of here, there we go. You can see that a lot of trucks, they come from here, they'll go out, they'll get in the highway, and then they will basically split. Some of them will go out of the city towards that way, and I think we have like a little bit of traffic flow into these factories, but that's all right, that's expected. And the other half will go, well, I say other half, but the most of the traffic will go or through here to go out again of the map, or they'll go through here going into this area, or in here going out of the city. Sometimes they go into this area as well, but usually they'll take this highway over here. So if I look at this, you see that there's more traffic coming inside this area, especially on this factory town over here. So what we want to do is, I think the major thing, obviously we can see a lot of traffic going out by truck. Would love to have even more going out by train, but I think our train system is doing as well as it could be. And I just noticed that we have some abandoned buildings in here, no raw materials. Well, off luck. I think we're still rebalancing the city after the latest growth. Like we are at the moment 218,000 people in the city, almost 219. There we go. And I think this is the biggest population I ever had. So I have to wait. The growth there was really, really fast, and this caused some issues, as you might notice. But what do we want to do here? How do I make it better? So the idea is they have access to highways, but I want to give them access to other areas and make it go a little bit faster. What I'm thinking is building on this side and on this, so not just industrial anymore, although we might need some industrial, but I'm thinking that as of the moment we can go and just use offices. We don't need as many industry as we have. Let me just take a look. We're importing, a bunch of mail. The total import here is very, very low. If you compare to export, we're exporting a lot more. And as you can see, everyone is exporting here. That's potentially why this is all going to the highways. We are not using everything internally, and we don't need this. So one way of resolving this would be building something else in here, right? We could change it into a park, but I think that this will be useful as we grow. I think we can kind of forget a little bit about industry at the moment and keep growing, keep bringing more residential, maybe bring a little bit more commercial. We do have some demand for that, and then this area will start like feeding into all these new commercial areas that we built around this place. But again, we need access to other areas. So what I'm thinking is to make a ramp to cross over there and potentially to cross over here. I don't know if it's worth bringing this underground in here and actually make it all integrated, so we don't need to actually have a bridge around it. I think that might be what I do. Then this goes out of here, goes underground and meets with everything else. Then we have this goes underground around here, and then we can connect everything, but we still need a way to cross over there. I'll potentially create that first so we can just follow this line. I just want a reason to create the road layout the way I'm doing. On this other side, I believe we can make a I think we can add a third rail line in here and then connect with a passenger line in there. I think that would be good as well, although we don't have this one connecting and bringing some intercity trains. Yeah, we do. Maybe I'll keep that. Let me see. There is a lot of lag in this area right now. We have 0 passengers coming into this. I don't know if that's an issue or or not enough people getting there, but yeah, maybe I'll do this just to help with people in this area. And then we bring like public transport in here. We have some metro lines already coming in here. We can bring another one. I think this one could potentially, we have 2 options here. This one could keep going and maybe we go all the way to the factory town. I think that would be really nice for this line here. At the moment we just have 1 station and I don't think we are even using that yet. So that would be nice. And this one could then go and yeah, this will potentially go in there. Have a stop here, maybe another one there, and then go. This one, I think we could have a stop all the way over here, and then another one there, and we connect with this one around here. Might be the way to go, to be honest. I think I'll do this. And yeah, and then we'll have access on both sides. So crossing here, this would be, oh, actually, if I make it underground, then we don't need a bridge over there. That will actually make my life a lot easier. That's good. That's sorted, but I also want to make sure we have another connection on this side. And then getting here, I will show you the terrain, how that looks like. Let me close this. What I want a road to keep going and connecting over here and over here. As I noticed, some of the truck traffic from that industry, they will go into the oil industry, and some of them will go into this area for the commercial areas in there. So I want easy access to that. That will reduce, hopefully, the traffic around these 3 corners here, 3 interchanges, and that will increase a little bit on this one, but I think that'll make this go a little bit easier. And what I'm doing in here, obviously I'm going underground there and getting out in there, and here we go underground and getting out over there. So these are the goal for today. These are all the changes that I'm doing. I'll definitely start building up this area. I want to also get keys and connect all the way over here. So we want keys all around. I might start actually with that and do all the keys around here, so we have an idea how all of that will look like. And then we go around. Now, there is a little bit of a bump in here. That's the only area that we have a bit of a hill over there. I'm not completely sure yet if I'll remove that or if I'll leave it. I'm thinking about removing it because then we can extend our downtown area and make this a very busy area. If you look at the whole map, this is basically, well, this is the middle of the map, right? But this would be pretty cool to have some high density over here as well. Although we still have like a lot of space in here to build, in here, as a matter of fact. So I think that would look cool, especially around the river. I think it makes sense. So unless I find something else to put in here, but you'll see when we finish our speed build and we are back. We are back with some major changes. But first of all, I actually had a problem with the final piece of the recording, which is basically where I actually built this park that you're seeing, plus the actual city in this area. But don't worry about that. I'll show you around and I'll tell you everything that I've done. As you can see, I've actually ended up doing the Colossalus. I think that's the name of this, right? Yeah, the statue of Colossalus. So I think this fits extremely well in here. I don't know if that's just the color of the statue and the park, or it's just that it fits in the corner here just like so well that it looks so good. So it will be overseeing this area of the city, and as you can see, this has grown quite a lot. So this is what we now have in this area. This episode just like got away from me. This build is a lot bigger than for some reason I thought it would be, but there is so much to build in here yet that we'll have to split that into multiple episodes because I can't build this in just 1 week. Like, this is just way too much. So what I've done here, I've built this area, all this area over here. Did a little bit of changes over this area as well. I'll show you in a second, and finalize this a little bit over here. So what is missing? We are missing to finalize the nature reserve, and here is the plan for the next few episodes. We're building the nature reserve and connecting everything, making sure that everything fits. We are building this area in one episode. There is a lot of detailing that I feel like we might need to do around these main roads and the tracks over there, and I think that'll be an important area for us to spend some time and work a little bit. We also have this area, which would be the, I'm calling third and fourth episode, but I'm calling this area as the point for now. So we have nature reserve, the what's that called? I think that's the industrial park. Yeah, industrial park, and the point here. If you have a name for this area, please let me know, and I will consider that when we build all around here. So I've sunken all the tracks in here, and I'm also thinking about maybe putting these underground in this area so we have less things going around while we try to build over here. But we'll see how that goes. If you have suggestions, please feel free to let me know. And I love using these new train tracks because the tunnel entrance is fantastic. It looks so good. And over here, yeah, we have this one over here that goes under these buildings. I've added some services, extra services in here, like more garbage collection, road maintenance, and one more park maintenance in here as well. I think that would be very, very helpful for us. We have this triple tunnel entrance over there, which I quite like. Put down some fences around here, except at the back of this school. Although I just noticed there is a car over there. I might change this slightly so it doesn't happen. And then we have this station. I've created a line, although the train lines, they are not being very helpful for now because of all the metro connections that we have. But the line from here will go all the way over there, come back here and go to the other industrial area that we have. But this is all working and I'm quite happy with this. In this area, I've started prepping at some entrance to the nature reserve. So right now, you can see that our nature reserve will span around all this area over here. And this will grow a little bit more. I think that we can go around here as well and connect this all, maybe even with this park, which is, or maybe use the same park and make it like this is just one big nature reserve park, and we can use that for everything and connect it over here as well. I don't know, this will be the next episode, but it's something that I'm considering. So this is an extension of this suburb that we have here. So this suburb will go all this area. And again, I finalized this little bit over here. We are mostly with, like, we have demand for everything at the moment, and everything is now rebalanced, hopefully, and it's all working. But here is mostly residential, some commercial in there. Along this area here, we have some commercial and some offices. The change, I'll talk about that in a second, but mostly all residential in this area, some low residential at the top of the mountain there. I didn't think that high density would fit very well in there, and I think this would be a little bit better. So there we go. In this area, for the industrial park, what I've done, I've started changing these a little bit. So this is all commercial, high density, and this is all offices. And I've also added some specializations in there. So all commercial, it's all wall-to-wall buildings. All offices, they are all wall-to-wall buildings as well. And as you can see, we are having those building styles in here. I have a feeling that we'll remove all the actual industry from here. This will be, historically speaking, the industrial park, but we have some offices in this area, and then we'll grow around this. Maybe, I don't know if we'll build, I'm still not sure what to do in this area. It could be just a filler where we do like a lot more residential, some more commercial in here, and we still have this area that I'm also, I don't even know if this would be just one episode, but we'll get there. And the reason is it's huge, and I wouldn't like to just build for the sake of building. As you know, every episode I like to do something different. Like for this one, I think the main thing for me was to actually build this area over here, the Colossalus Park, although this area grew quite a lot and we created those connections that I'll talk in a second, how and if they are working, but I still don't know what we'll do here. One thing I'm sure, we started this park over here, and I want this park to go all the way across the border here that we've done with all these keys, and then maybe finish on a larger park in this area. So that's my plan for the waterfront for that park, and I think I'll keep it in that way. But now for the area back here, as I mentioned, we have some offices, we have some commercial, we have several parks in here. We have some way to cross over there. There is a lot of walking people going around, and some connections with walking paths like here, for example. So everything is connected. No big deal in terms of what is in there. So you have things like childcare, elder care, all basic service. You have fire station, you have health, you have police, you have banks as well. I've added that. We also have post offices, schools. School capacity, as you can see, went up quite a lot. Education, high school, it's going up as well. So all of that is in place. The parks, plenty of park options in there. And I want to leave this area green because of the tunnel entrance in there. And I don't know, I thought it would be nice to have a greener area in this corner. I was planning this whole area, but then I end up adding a few buildings in here. We'll add some trees in the middle here as well, but it looks better that way, I think. So there we go. And for the park, this will be the Colossalus Park, and plenty of entertainment options over here. Some cafes, some plazas. I like that this is all together, all tied up very close together, and I think this worked. I left some space in here because I still think I might want to add something else in there. We'll see how that goes. Added some more options for cafe, restrooms over here, more gazebos, more cafes, as always, climbing frame, and info booth, and some restrooms over here. So plenty of options at the moment. We have a lot of entertainment level. We just need the people. But as we build around this area, this is very like to the corner here. So it's there, but we have to grow this area a little bit to make this a little bit more useful as well. I don't know if I'll do anything at the front of the dam over here. Might be nice to do like some viewing platform or something like that in there, but I'm still out of options for now, so I'll give this a rest and maybe we come back here later and take a look at this. Before we talk about public transportation, because as you can see we do have some buses coming here as well, let's talk about this connection. So the idea was that we had a lot of traffic getting back under or getting underground into our highway, and this was getting like quite busy, so they were using this to go especially to this area, to the dark liquid technologies and the water end, and that was causing a bit of a traffic in there. They're all going to this roundabout to get into this highway over here as well. So we've said that we wanted to add two connections, one over here, one over there. And how is that working? That is working fantastic. That works pretty well. There is a lot of traffic coming through here, as you can see there. There are a lot of traffic coming through here as well. Although right now this goes up and down, but this is getting a lot better. If we take a look at this, the flow over there, as you can see, this became like a huge road for all this area, very important road, main road here, cutting through all of this. And if I actually choose this one, you can see that we have traffic splitting through this area, plus the other half of the traffic, a lot of trucks, as you can see here, all going through here as we intended, and a lot less traffic going that way. Although there is some traffic using this as a way, shortcut to getting there, that's fine. This hasn't been causing any troubles at the moment. Traffic at the moment is at 82%. It's busy, but it's working really, really well. So this worked quite fantastically. Now, the best part and the final part is public transportation. As I mentioned, we do have a bus line over here, and this is how this goes. This goes around all this area, connecting the train station, the metro station that we have over here, and we have another metro station here, but this mainly connects the parking there. I thought this would be a very nice and important area for everyone. So this is all connected now. And we now have the metro coming through here. So this goes through, like this line is pretty big, right? This starts at the riverside. This goes through the financial district, downtown area, industrial park, Colossalus Hills, and then Colossalus Park. And this keeps going to the water ends and to the Orchard Meadows that now I've also changed and I've added the what's that called? Like, oh, so much trouble with names. The large underground metro station. Yeah, that where you have like intersecting metro stations in there. And these I'll probably call the Waterview station, really. Waterview metro station. I think I'm renaming slowly those stations because it's much easier, especially when you look at things like line overview, then you can easily see what they are and what they're doing. So yeah, that's not what I want. Let's go back in here. As you can see, pretty busy in here, and this line is doing a fantastic job and moving quite a lot of people. I'll show you in terms of just that line, I'll show you how that's going. But there was a lot of questions on one of the shorts about this station, and this is like probably one of my favorite places in the city is just to look at this station and how busy this is, especially now. So many people just walking through here, and we still have one connection that we need to add that I mentioned at the beginning of the episode that will connect to that the point of the build probably on the third episode from now on, and this will be even busier. One of the questions was how many people were using this station. We have at the moment 3,750 people per week. That is like just amazing. It's just blow my mind. It's so good. I love it. Probably the busiest station I ever had as well. But if I go back to this, let me open this up just so we can find that line and I can show you how that's working. As I mentioned, the train lines, we might need to redo or even remove some lines. Like this one has 0 passengers. Yeah, we don't need that. So we'll do that shortly, I guess. Which one would be that line? This one. So 1,300 basically passengers per week on that line. And if you look at this, we have, well, the downtown station here. We have 600 people waiting in there, and that is a train just arriving. We have capacity for 900 people, so more than enough to just clean all the people in that station and keep this going. But it's very, very busy. I love to see that. Really, really like to see that as well. And just out of curiosity, this line here is doing fantastic. A lot of people, especially here, this is the downtown station as well. And yeah, they are moving around quite well. This station, this line, by the way, is the one that goes... Right, this is the one that goes into... That's the line. I look at the wrong line there. This is the one that crosses the Colossalus Park. Nice. What is that one that I was looking for? Oh, that's on that goes to the other side and goes to the airport. My bad. This is the one that we've built, and yeah, even busier. Love it. Love it. Look how many people we do have in here. This is so good to see. This is lovely. And we might actually increase train capacity in here. Things like we are not getting all the trains, or maybe we just add one more vehicle in there. Like 12 vehicles seems to be enough. We might be able to just clear this a little bit faster and not accumulate so many people in the station there. But there we go. This is looking quite good. in terms of balancing population at the moment, I think we have some. We are, well, I think I don't remember now. I think we've had 120 something jobs available. Now we have more. But the population has grown. The unemployment was going like to 7-8% and coming down while people get more educated. So we'll see this coming up and down. What we might do in the future is create a new neighborhood and add schools out so we can still have low educated people to help in the city. And this might be something that we do in the future. But there we go. I think this will be all for today. I really hope that we've enjoyed this episode. This was much larger than I anticipated. I underestimated this build completely, but I'm quite happy with the direction this is taking. And again, it's another area that we've completed, and this will direct all the other buildings that we do surrounding this area, which is quite nice in my opinion. So I hope you enjoy it. If you have suggestions for the name of the areas, for the points area, that would be really appreciated. If you have ideas on what to build there as well, or on the area for the older industrial park, please let me know. This is all welcome. And yeah, thanks for watching. If you want to keep the conversation going, let me know in the comments or join our Discord server. Link is in the description. We also have Twitter, TikTok account, all the social medias. You'll find me there. And I hope I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.